Hi. So last time we learned about open educational resources, which is a free learning or which are free learning materials that anyone can use, adapt and share because these materials are under the public domain and an open license. So you have already experienced taking an example of OER with Khan Academy, no? And we saw how this trend or this emerging trend makes information more accessible to everyone. But now let's think about this class. Just because information now are free and available, does that mean that we can use or share it in any way we want? Siyempre, ang sagot nyo, dapat is no, ma'am. Hindi po. We shouldn't use or share this information, free information or available information in any way we want. That's where class, being a media and information literate person becomes very important. At the start of our classes, nitong quarter 1, no? I always emphasize the need for all of us to be a media and information literate person. And today, we will be discussing the life of a media and information literate person. But before that, let us have a quick activity. So since tayo ay naka-ATM, you don't need to actually send your answer sa GC or whatnot, no? You just need to comment since this video lesson will be uploaded on Sir Grant's YouTube account, no? You just need to comment your answer, yes or no. So I have 4 pictures here na maaaring magpapakita ng characteristic ng isang media and information literate person or hindi. So you just need to answer yes if nagpapakita ito uh, ng characteristics ng isang media and information literate person or no, hindi po nagpapakita ng characteristic ng isang MIL person. So, ganito ang magiging sistema natin ha. Lalabelan nyo, picture 1, yes. Picture 2, yes. Picture 3, yes. Picture 4, yes. Ganun lang po ha. So, let's start. We have first picture here. It is a yes or a no. Okay, it's yes. It shows a characteristics of a media and information literate person. Because this cat understand and acknowledge that media can influence the values, beliefs, and his attitude. No? Next. Yes or no po? Okay, very good. So, another yes. It shows a characteristic of a MIL person because this cat knows the need to decode the source. Next. Okay, so the answer now is no. Because in this picture, the kid here was honest, no? Na he copied everything straight from the internet, pero siya pa yung galit. Okay, next. Okay, so SpongeBob and Patrick are MIL people too. the characteristic seen here is that they are thinking critically about all media, even their show. Okay, so let us have a look on our topic today. So to be honest, this topic class is just one topic on your books. Excuse me. And we decided to divide it into two, no, two discussion. So today we will be discussing about the first two aspects of the life of a media and information literate person. And on the next meeting, we will be discussing the last part of it, no? So, class, we've been discussing, teaching, and learning media and information literacy for about 5 months now. So, June, July, August, September, October. 4 months pala, no? So, we have discussed a lot of topic from the definition of every literacy um, to the negative effects of the internet. Tapos, we also discuss about the roles of media and information providers, and of course, how media represents the realities of the world. It's one thing to know what MIL is and all those topics, class. But it's another thing to actually live it, to actually apply the learnings that we have discussed, no, sa ating buhay. So today we'll look at what it's like to live the life of a media and information literate person. This kind of person doesn't just use media wisely, but they apply those skills in their everyday life, in their daily life po. And it can be seen on their practices, on their behavior, on their views, especially when it comes to politics and any social problems, no, sa society. So the first aspect that the book, no, emphasizes is the quality of life of a media and information literate person. So one who has applied MIL in their lives stay informed. That's one. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila nahuhuli sa balita. They are always updated with the current news. Hindi lang about sa lindol, sa bagyo, sa chismis about celebrity, but also any other significant information that they needed to know every day. So they are always informed and updated. Number two is they discern facts from misinformation. They don't consume fake news because they know how to evaluate their sources and even the information. Okay? Number three, because they are well informed and they know how to discern facts from bluff, they know how to make well informed decision po. In every aspect of their life, from, say sabihin natin, from schooling, sa food, sa mga wants sa buhay, sa health, sa desisyon na gagawin every minute in their lives, they make well-informed decisions because they know how to evaluate and think critically first before making a decision. Like, let's say for example, when it comes to money, no? So, isa sa mga problem ng Pinoy yan, nakikita niyo yan sa social media if I'm not sure. Isa rin sa reason kung bakit ang daming Pilipinong takot sa calling card ay dahil utang daw, ganyan, etc. etc. But you know, class, a media and information literate person can manage their finances wisely without having this fear of utang or something like that because they know how to manage their finances. They know how to apply thinking critically, not just sa mga nakokonsume nilang information, but also sa finances nila. And since they can manage finances wisely, they can have better purchasing decision. So most of the media and information literate people can actually choose investment and opportunities critically. Like let's say for example, having the latest iPhone 17. Ang isang MIL person class, hindi yan bibili kagad kahit may pera. Lalo na kung maayos pa ang cellphone. Pero kung hindi naman na maayos ang cellphone, maaaring hindi yung latest iPhone ang bilhin nila. Bakit? Kasi it will not be an investment for them. It will just be another liability for them. But for someone, who has a job like being a vlogger, having the latest iPhone 17 will be the best investment for them. Kasi isa sa investment nila is yung may magandang camera quality na cellphone. So, bago sila gumawa ng purchase, they will think first and check if yung mga product na yun or yung product na yun ay tamang bilhin according sa pangangailangan nila. Okay? Another thing na makikita natin sa quality of life, ng isang MIL na tao is that when it comes to being professional, they stay current with the industry or market trends. Ibig sabihin po, hindi sila napag-iiwanan when it comes to skill. Because they know the current industry or market trends, they know how to expand their skills. And expanding their skills means taking online courses or learning by themselves with online resources. And since information are free and accessible na po, again, it doesn't guarantee na ang mga information na to is tama o totoo. But then, a media and information literate person can evaluate the source and information before consuming it. And before benefiting from it. Okay? Another thing when it comes to the professional side of MIL people is that they have an effective communication in the workplace because they know how to think before they say something. Hindi po kasama ang pagchichismisan at paninira ng kapwa sa sinasabi nating effective communication. Ito ang tandaan natin, An effective communication is that one communication that will lead to a good outcome. Okay? At ang mga MIL na tao, since they are thinking critically, well, not to the point na i-overthink naman yung sasabihin ng ka-workmate or kausap, If they think critically, they know what to say lang. And that will have an effect sa communication nila sa workplace. Actually, this is not only applicable sa workplace. It can also be applicable like let's say for example sa classroom and even sa bahay. If every person inside the classroom or inside the house can think before they say something, then they can have a better communication. Okay, an effective communication. And lastly, so when it comes to having a quality life, hindi po mawawala yung mga desisyon na ginagawa natin patungkol sa ating health. So, a media and information literate person will research accurately and understand medical advices. Ibig sabihin, Kapag may naramdaman silang something sa kanilang katawan, yes, they can research it accurately on the internet, but they will not rely on it lang. They will go to the doctor or any professionals, no, to have medical advices from them. Okay? So with that, no, they can have a better health choices and overall well-being. Kasi they make well-informed decisions by thinking again critically. Ang pagre-research accurately at paghingi ng advices sa doktor, isa na yung halimbawa ng thinking critically eh. Kasi if someone is not thinking critically, maniniwala lang yun sa kung ano ang sinasabi ng internet. Okay? So lahat ng puntos natin kanina, it only leads to these two words. Think critically. By thinking critically, a media and information literate person can make a well-informed decision in their life. At yung well-informed decisions na to ay makikita sa quality of life nila. That's why, yan ang first aspect na natatouch ng MIL in the life of an MIL person. Okay? So, moving on, no? In today's digital age then class, we often see these stories on social media, different stories. Like, for example, this devastating story about a mother na naulila ng 3 anak kasi hindi na-rescue yung 3 niyang anak, nasunog, ganyan. Isa yan sa mga trending stories ngayon sa social media. Isa yan sa mga nakakadurog ng puso na story, no? So we're lucky if our social media friends condone distorted news and even propagandas. But it's unfortunate if we have friends on social media that can be easily believe, no, fake news and stories na halata namang hindi totoo or something like that, no? That's why of course, especially sa political side ng society natin, no. Yun yung medyo mas nakakabahala kasi since our society now is is powered by political movements. You know what I mean, no? Parang every side ng or every aspect ng buhay natin ngayon parang nagmo-move towards the political side. Lalo na sa mga lumalabas na story ngayon, balita ngayon, mula sa lindol, sa baha, sa sa mga buildings, no? It all comes down to the mali kasi kayo ng binoto or something like that, no? I don't condone those kasi siguro I share the same sentiments with those people na nagsasabing mali kasi kayo or yung mga nagsabi ng tama nga kami, mali kayo or something like that, no? Alam niyo na yon, no? So the next aspect of the next aspect that we will be discussing is about the awareness or how a media and information literate person is aware of the political trends and issues surrounding the society now, no? So, excuse me. Paano nga ba ang buhay ng isang MIL person when it comes to being aware to political trends and issues? First, of course, they can evaluate political messages critically. MIL people are active consumers of information. One of these informations that they are consuming are the political messages that uh, surrounding our society. So ano ba yung mga political messages na to? Una, ito yung mga advocacy. Ito yung mga stance. Ito yung mga propaganda. Ito yung mga direct messages from the elected officials. Excuse me. Wait lang. Okay, mga propagandas, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the stories surrounding the elected officials or any political figure in the society. So, a media and information literate person knows how to evaluate these messages critically. Paano bang evaluate critically? Meaning if a story about a certain political figure comes out, no, babasahin niya to ng mabuti, magko-cross-check sa iba pang sources, then saka lang i-consume yung information na yun after evaluating it thoroughly. Okay? So, ganun po. Next. Speaking of cross-checking, no, a media and information literate person will check a diverse range of news sources and perspective before believing a message or information. Sorry. Wait lang. Okay? So, let's say for example, merong GMA News, may ABS-CBN News, may Rappler, TV5, CNN, BBC, tama ba? Merong BBC, Inquirer.net, Manila Bulletin, Philippine Star, a lot of news sources and perspective, no? So, if a MIL person see a story, hindi sila magre-rely sa iisang post na yon na nakita nila or iisang message na yon na nakita nila. They will cross-check it with other news sources and perspective before actually believing it or before actually consuming it. Okay? Tandaan nyo class, yung consuming, yun yung itatatak na natin sa kukote natin yung information. At maapektuhan na ng information na yon yung ating paniniwala, values, even at yung ating attitude, no, behavior, because we let that information or we consume that information already. That is consuming class, ha? So, before we consume something, since we are MIL person na or people na, we will think critically and cross-check first. No, yun muna ang gagawin ng isang MIL na tao. Sana naunawaan nyo pa ako. Ang hirap magsalita talaga. Okay? So, kung hanggang ngayon nakikinig kayo, thank you so much sa inyong pag-i-stay. To actually listen sa aking mga sinasabi ngayon, no? Okay, malapit na tayo matapos. MIL person is also aware of the political processes, institutions, and policies. Meaning, for example, if they see, no, if they see the Blue Hearing Committee live streaming, hindi lang sila nanonood doon. Hindi sila yung nakafocus doon sa babae na kumakain sa gilid, something like that, no? Nakafocus sila sa actual information na maaaring makuha doon sa hearing na yon. Another thing is that they know the importance of different political processes. Like for example, during the election, no, presidential election, they know the importance of debate, presidential debate. Kaya naman, for example, if one candidate is not present on that certain event, they know how to evaluate it. How to they know how to differ, no? Parang something like that. They know how to um differ that candidate to the other candidates na pumunta doon at sumali sa debate, kasi again, it's part of the political processes. So meaning if halimbawa sabihin natin yung MIL person na to is nakikinig at naniniwala sa kandidato na yun, after knowing na hindi siya sumali sa event na to, for example, without reasonable cause, then maaaring mabawasan yung kanyang pagtingin or pag-suporta doon sa kandidatong iyon, kasi alam niya kung gaano kabigat at kahalaga yung event na yun as part of the political processes in the Philippines. Now, and lastly, a media and information literate person is not afraid to advocate for causes and to actively participate in democratic processes. Pag sinabi pong advocate for causes, they will advocate for what is right. Okay? Siyempre, again, informations are free and accessible to all online. But this does not guarantee us that these information are all truth or all right, no? So, nakadepende pa rin sa MIL person kung paano niya ito i-handle at i-evaluate. Another thing is that they are not afraid to actively participate, no, sa processes ng democratic country. Like let's say for example, voicing out opinion. Okay? They are not afraid to do that. Kasi ang isang MIL person, they think critically first before voicing it out. So since they already thought about it, na uy, may nangyayari pala talaga, something like that, then they can freely, no, they can freely let their voices be heard. Okay? And lastly, the MIL person or free to engage with elected officials, especially on social media. Marami ng elected officials na may social media na rin. And maswerte if maka-interact, no, sila sa dami ng taong maaaring gustong makipag-interact sila. Napakaswerte kung isa ka sa mga or napakaswerte kung isa yung mga messages or comments mo sa mababasa nila. Kaya naman, sobrang importante na ang isang tao ay MIL dahil makikita iyon sa way ng kanyang pananalita at sa paraan ng pag-flow ng thoughts niya doon sa comment na ibibigay niya. It will show how this person thought critically first before actually sending that comment. So, napakaswerte kung isang MIL person or isang comment from a media and information literate person yung mababasa ng elected officials. Kasi may katuturan iyon. We know that it will have a purpose and may depth yung magiging message nito. Okay? So that is the aspect of the life of a media and information literate person when it comes to the political side of society. So class, today we have discussed the part 1 of the life of a media and information literate. Hindi ko man napakita sa inyo yung napakaraming picture showing the life of a MIL person, no? Sana naunawaan nyo pa rin sa aking mga sinasabi or sa aking mga sinabi ang buhay or na-picture out nyo yung buhay ng isang MIL person in terms of their daily life and in terms of their political view on the political side of the society. Okay? So, understanding how media shape our thoughts and actions and behaviors na rin, class, would make us think about the number of media we've been consuming. Aminin man natin o sa hindi, um, sa araw-araw na pamumuhay natin, napakarami nating media na nako-consume. Gustuhin man natin o hindi. Okay? At dahil nga, hindi natin napipigilang mag-consume ng mga media na to, masasabi natin ay hindi pa rin talaga natin na-apply si media and information literate person. But then I believe after this lesson, no, every one of us here will maybe somehow, no, start applying MIL in our daily lives. Because daily application of media and information literacy can effectively improve many areas in our lives, such as, of course, making better choices every day. Okay? So, kung naniniwala kayo na mababago ng MIL yung ating pananaw, yung ating actions and behavior, or yung iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay natin, then I want you to hit like, no? Wow, to hit like, no, sa video na to. Okay? If naniniwala kayo. So, if hindi kayo naniniwala na mababago ng MIL somehow ang buhay nyo, edi okay. Okay lang. Okay lang naman. No? Okay, so, yun lamang po for this video lesson. Yung activity, isasend na lang sa group chat. Okay? So, with that, class, thank you again for listening. I hope you have learned a lot today. Have a great day ahead, and God bless us all. Goodbye.